Meantime, Columbia University facing a new federal investigation after two janitors claim they faced retaliatory harassment for reporting anti-Semitic conduct. The law firm representing them writes the following, quote, Columbia has a legal and moral obligation to protect the civil rights of its students and employees. It must be held accountable when it fails to do so. Maud Maron is a Manhattan DA candidate and a former public defender. She joins me now. Maud, great to have you here. You remember these were the individuals who said they were briefly trapped during the protest there at Columbia. One janitor says he actually threw away chalk so that protesters could not write anti-Semitic messages, and then he himself was reprimanded for doing that. What do you make of these claims?
It's the height of privilege for students to think that they can disregard the janitors and the people who are working there to make their life as students enjoyable and possible. So I think that there should absolutely be an investigation, and that we should know that the people who work on these campuses are safe, and certainly anyone who detained them unlawfully should be investigated and prosecuted.
Now, along those lines, I know this is a federal investigation, right, and this does appear to be an administrative investigation. But if you are elected Manhattan DA based upon the state and local laws, what would you do in regard to these janitors' claims?
Well, first of all, we know that Alvin Bragg dismissed many of those cases before the ink was dry on the arrest paperwork of the students last summer in Hamilton Hall who had taken it over and briefly detained some of these janitors. Those cases could have been prosecuted locally and should have been. And I think that any New Yorker, including the janitors at Columbia University, deserve to go to work without fear of harassment, bullying, or being detained. And
if you prosecuted those cases at the outset, guess what? We probably wouldn't have seen what we saw recently with other protests, because it acts as a deterrent. Meantime, I want to get your thoughts on this. Former New York governor and now mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo defending his past policies in a testy New York Post interview. For example, in defense of cashless bail, he says the following: a governor is not a dictator. You can do the best you can when you can, given the finances, given the political environment, given what you can get done with the legislative. He also went on to basically disavow any responsibility for his work in COVID and basically every other thing he did during his administration. Do you think that he will ever admit any wrongdoing in anything?
It seems unlikely, but I'll have to say what he's saying about bail doesn't really make sense. He signed that bail law into effect, and then he says, well, Kathy Hochul more or less fixed it when she made those two tweaks and modifications to the bail law. Those two things don't make sense. If there was nothing wrong with the law that you signed into effect, then why did it need to be fixed? He has to sort of explain that the bail law is problematic. It doesn't work the way we New Yorkers were promised. We were told that crime would come down and we would have a more compassionate justice system. That's not what happened. Crime has skyrocketed, and it's not compassionate to see mentally ill people lying on the street and to see our subways filled with people who are too ill to take care of themselves and who make the subways a menace for the people who rely on them for transportation.
Another law that came out of the cry for compassion, which is silly when I read it to you right now. New York City DAs are teaching retailers a bail reform workaround. It entails that when a shoplifter is caught, they are told they're no longer allowed in the store. They get a formal reprimand and issued a formal notice. If the individual returns, attempts to shoplift again, prosecutors can then charge the person with burglary instead of petty larceny, and that carries a 1 to 3 year prison sentence. I don't know. Instead of twisting in knots trying to accommodate these shoplifters, why don't prosecutors right off the bat say, you steal, you get prosecuted, and you go to jail, and you stay there until you learn your lesson?
One thing that's really important to know about this trespass notice violation system, it's a bump up a misdemeanor to a felony offense, is it's been around for decades. The idea that Alvin Bragg is trying something new or instituting something new is a farce. This was used back in the 1990s when I first started working in the criminal courts. Alvin Bragg could have done this on day one. Instead, on day one, he wrote a memo telling us all about the crimes that he would not prosecute. This has been around for a long time. It should be utilized, but what Alvin Bragg should also do is prosecute the underlying misdemeanor offenses.
Okay, so you actually like this. I'm an old school guy. I want the book thrown at everybody every time they do something, but obviously in a city you do have to have some leeway with things, and so I think your perspective is very interesting. Maud Maron, good luck.
Thanks
we appreciate
for having me, Todd.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.